Welcome everybody, I'm Barbarian and this is CK2, and today we're going to return to Queen Blanche the Apostle. We are of course the Queen of Jerusalem now after we took out two kings. We took out King Elfseek and Duke Gwenwyn of Jerusalem, and now we're in a situation where we are quite powerful and I have to think about, what is our future? What does it hold? What does it bring? What do we do? And the way I see it, there's only one true answer to this. I was looking around both in the comments and in this world off camera, and the comments were essentially all about creating this huge Catholic empire here in the Middle East. And I get it, you don't really see that often, but I've done it before. I've formed Outremer, all that sort of stuff, all that jazz has been done before, and I actually feel very confident in the ability of Catholicism to survive, because they are slowly but surely taking out Germanic. They are definitely retaking Iberia as well, and we've even had half of the Umayyad Empire fall apart because essentially they were not connected. So this is just a titular title right here, the Empire of Cordoba, a merely titular title, and they were not connected to any of those holdings, meaning all of those are now independent. So we are, if you want to boil it down to a very short point, we are in a situation where Catholicism can survive without us. Now, the way I want to utilize this and the way I want to use this chance is essentially that we don't have to be Catholic, and I think that Queen Blanche, despite being named the Apostle by whomever, I don't actually know who named her this, and despite, of course, being a descendant, the daughter of Saint Amaury de Nitria, I think she's not that interested in Catholicism. She's never really gone to church, she's never really served all of those people that are, supposed to be receiving her praise. She never really prayed, she never really did this or never really did that, but she has discovered that there are great things in this world, that there are things in this world that we need to worry about, that we need to care about, and a part of this is, of course, Lucifer. A part of this is the supernatural in general, I feel, and what I think is that Queen Blanche would essentially say, you know what, guys? I do care for the Bible, although not really for the interpretation of whatever the Catholic Church is saying. So that is exactly what we shall do. We shall focus on theology, and we're also going to go on, and I'm just going to be honest with you, I'm going to kick out the Knights Hospitaller. I'm crazy. I can do that. I can expel the Holy Order to finally be rid of them from my realm, but I must be sure of this. Once expelled, I will not be able to allow them back. Drive them all out. Get them out of here. Bulgaria is in a war against the Muslims, and it is the King of Valencia, if I'm not mistaken here, that declared the war for Rashka, which is a very odd war. But you know what, I'll say yes, look at this. They want to conquer this. It's just, Bulgaria has been punished so much lately, and I feel for them, I really do. The Joms Vikings, a band of fierce Vikings, have established a warrior brotherhood in Volgast along the Baltic coast. Based in a castle known as Jomsborg, these Joms Vikings are devoted to Thor, Odin, and the other Norse gods. They brook no quarter on the battlefield and will permit only the strongest and ablest warriors amongst their numbers. Though there are those who would dismiss them as simple brigands, the Joms Vikings have vowed to defend all Norse lands being encroached by Christendom or other foreign religions. Let us hope that those zealots steer clear of us. I mean, it's very unlikely that they're ever going to come down here. We are fairly far south. They're over here, of course, in Volgast, under Denmark. Denmark actually being Catholic, but most of the Danish rulers themselves are Germanic, so maybe there's going to be a rebellion here. But Denmark, honestly, look at that, a wonderful Baltic Sea empire. There are many mysteries in the Catholic faith. You know what? I will dedicate more time to the scriptures, absolutely. Songs of Anguish. My nights are plagued by terrible nightmares featuring the vile Captain Saltuk of Torquemad Company, my rival brother in darkness. He howls and roars at me to the tune of infernal bagpipes while Balberith looks on, bellowing with laughter. I'm sure that Satan is sending me these dreams for a reason. I must prove myself worthy or be discarded as a weakling, such is the way of Lucifer's own. Invite Saltuk over for some fun, absolutely. As Captain Saltuk arrived for a meeting, my servants threw a sack over him and beat the gullible glutton into submission. He is now snugly stowed into a brazen bull that I had built especially for this occasion. Surrounding the bull are some crucified scum from my dungeon drenched in oil. It took some work to find 3 genuinely insane musicians, but as they start their demented tune and the fires are lit underneath the bull, I lean back and realize it was all worth it. As soon as the first bellows start issuing forth from the bell, I order the human candles lit. I close my eyes and hum along with the infernal choir. My nightmares conquered once and for all. These are the pleasures that await us all in hell, and I am known as the Impaler. Oh boy. This depraved character likes to spend the nights in the dungeon, inventing new ways of torturing unfortunate victims. Very rude. In the past few months, we have been spending many nights reading the Bible. The texts contain many items of wisdom and also give hints to the most important mysteries of Jesus, and we have just cracked the most important mystery of Jesus. He was real, but he was not God's son. That is blasphemy, and we are now Jewish. That is right. I've decided that we're gonna go with, this conversion right here. Can I make you... I can. Oh, are you zealous? Oh, you are zealous. I just gave you money that you can fight me with. Oh, that sucks so bad. Alright, but with us having converted, I will take away every single title that I can. Take it all away. We're gonna hand it out, of course, eventually, you know, sooner rather than later, I should say. And I'm gonna make sure... There you go. Beautiful. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is, I'm gonna... What are you? I'm gonna revoke your title. Yes, beautiful. That's what I want to see. Oh, all of you are saying yes. Thank you so much. I'm gonna clean house down there. We are going to substitute the entire leadership. Except you, I suppose. Though it grieves you deeply. All of them regret me revoking it, but all of them also say, you know what? Why don't you just revoke it? And with that being said, husband, how do you feel about things? If I give you the Duchy of Arabia, you should be in a position where I can convert you. Why can't I convert you? Must be at peace. Wait, what? Oh, right, Valencia. Jihad for Leon. The great Sunni Caliph Talib has decided to call a jihad against the Kafirs and the Kingdom of Leon. He urges all righteous Sunni Muslims to take up arms against the depraved Queen of East-West Francia, Eve of West Francia, for the glory of Islam. Allah is merciful. I think they can do it. I think West Francia is powerful enough to do it. Successful jihad. Allah has granted Caliph Talib victory in the jihad for Leon against Queen Eve of West Francia. Caliph Talib has called for a month of celebration across the whole Muslim world. So essentially the Abbasids are migrating. If you will, Caliph Talib the Holy is losing his land over here in Iraq, of course, or, well, has lost his land in Iraq and is merely a shadow of his former self, but he's just taken Leon. That's too bad for you, West Francia, I gotta tell you. Also, the Karaite dynasty was installed in Egypt due to faction demand, and I think I'm going to go ahead and utilize this by declaring a holy war for Damascus. I think this is an excellent idea. This should give me a lot of breathing room there. We have a lot of troops, of course, as well, so this might even work out. Ooh, I can level up. Thank you very much. 12,000 troops ready to rumble. Let's see what we can do here. Though my last act of worship has been some time ago, I can still sense an inhuman touch upon my soul whenever I think about what I did. I've become a changed woman. They're arbitrary. A tainted soul is but a small price to pay, sure. The corruption crept up on me slowly. I did not realize what was happening to me before it was too late. The dark tendrils of Satan's magic has invaded my mouth and twisted around my tongue. As I attempt to speak, the words fail me, making social interaction awkward and the casting of spells tedious and draining. I knew power had its price, yet I never anticipated this. I am stuttering, and you know what? We are currently in seclusion, but the sickness is gone, and I'm going to utilize this because I need a holy man. And that holy man, oh, he's horrible. Give me a better holy man, please. Yeah, you're a bit better. He shall become our new court rabbi, and I'm going to proselytize Jerusalem, because that is, of course, what we need to do. Ah, my husband has passed away. And my daughter, Duchess Mafalda, has taken over the Duchy of Arabia. Ah, this is kind of odd. This is a very strange situation. Can I change your focus, please? Oh, man. Let me be your guardian. Our husband is dead. We're no longer allied to Bulgaria. And now Duchess Mafalda rules down here. I hate that. I wish that he hadn't passed away already. We were high above the courtyard with courtiers scurrying around looking like ants. I ordered my arrow and bow to be brought to me and started shooting at them. Laughing at the panic and the looks they threw up at me. I will aim high this time. Antoine or André? Antoine, I will aim high. Oh, there he goes. Just accidentally killed him. My spy master. Oh, he's gone. And everybody hates me, as you can tell. They are, of course, mostly of the wrong religion. But also, I am insane. So, I think that explains a couple of things there. But I think we can figure that out. And I think I will go and destroy this army so that I can keep sieging without being interrupted. And indeed, it is working out. Look at this. We're going to take Damascus, which is a huge addition to my collection. What are the Abbasids doing here? Why are you standing around like that? Oh, Navarra. Yeah, they're really migrating to Iberia. The Caliph is actually going west. That is incredible. The Seljuks have pushed out the Abbasids so much that they're moving all the way over there. And here we go. We surrender under these terms. Thank you for surrendering, my friend. I now own everything right here. And we are at peace, meaning that I can, at the very least... Ooh, who are you? When did you inherit this? You know what? I can't answer that question, but what I can answer is, will you give me a title? And I'm sure your answer will be yes. Now for you, I need you to convert as well, of course. Can I give some more land? You know what? Ashkenazi Chancellor, you shall become the new Duke of Damascus. As it goes. because you are quite capable, and I need a good servant. So there you go. Look at you. Very nice. Thank you for converting, and now is your time to give me your titles. He'll surely say no, and I will then surely beat him up. Holy crap, that was so fast. My liege, I am pleased to report the success of my mission to Jerusalem. The majority of the population have been converted to the Jewish faith. Your humble court rabbi, Avomai of Budmal. Holy crap. If I get the piety, we can immediately do this. We can immediately reform Israel. That is way quicker than I thought it would happen. The chance to actually convert was so damn low. Ah, I've got an increased amount of questions from Mafalda lately about God and the rituals of the Jewish faith. Time to teach her about God. Absolutely. Look at that. Okay, and you are the last one that needs to go. There you go. Beautiful. We have taken away Galilee entirely, meaning that we can actually... I just need more piety. That is beautiful. Good God. Alright, now let's celebrate Passover, because this will surely give us piety. Passover is celebrated every year to commemorate the liberation of the Israelite people from slavery in Egypt. Spend lavishly and invite your vassals to make this year's celebration one to be remembered. For 50 gold. More than 2,000 years ago, God aided the children of Israel in their escape from slavery by inflicting 10 plagues upon ancient Egypt. The last of these saw the Spirit of the Lord slay every firstborn in Egypt, but Passover Jewish home is marked with the blood of a slaughtered lamb. This festival celebrates the return of freedom to the enslaved Jewish people. Send the invitations, absolutely. He doesn't attend. He also, how dare none of you attend? Are you crazy? The Seder dinner has begun as is traditional on the first night of the Passover. Matzah flatbread is consumed in liberal amounts together with bitter marrow herbs. Everyone is required to drink 4 cups of wine, each at a specific point during the Seder, as the story of the Exodus from Egypt is retold and discussed. The Seder lasts well into the night, but all good things must end. Your vassals return home to celebrate the rest of Passover, but most seem to agree that your Seder dinner was well worth the trip. 100 piety and prestige for what? Literally 50 gold? That's insane. Here we go. The Promised Land. With Jerusalem and the Promised Land under Jewish control, the time is ripe for the creation of a new united monarchy named Israel, like the great kingdom of ancient times under David and Solomon. The long-suffering Jewish people are finally in control of their own destiny again. No longer shall the Holy Land be torn asunder by warring Christian and Muslim lords. May this new kingdom usher in an era of peace and prosperity for the region. Done it. Would you look at that? And I may even get rid of this one. De jure, of course, still... Actually, it's entirely titular. Get him out of here. Look at this. I always thought the color was a bit too strong on the map. It just doesn't, sit that well. But look at this. We've done it. We have created the Kingdom of Israel. Queen Blanche the Apostle has regained the 30% damage against religious enemy bonus. Is essentially, that is exactly what this does. And she now has 3 bloodlines. Blood of Attila from her father, and then these 2 from her mother. Oh, this is an absolute beauty to behold. You think we can build a 3rd temple, actually? We just need more wealth and more piety. And you know what? Let's just start strong by going against Sultan Kamil. And I think we're gonna go for Sinai here. We're gonna take the Sinai. We're gonna have an immediate battle here against the forces of the Sultan. I think he's already in a war against... Oh, look at that. Against Bulgaria. So we can actually help Bulgaria, despite, of course, no longer being allied to them, by slashing their opponents in half. And that is exactly what we are doing. Birth of the Assassins. Word is spreading that a Shia missionary, Hassani Sabah, has founded a religious order known as the Ashashin, somewhere in western Persia. Using trickery and guile, this mysterious cult of trained killers has seized control of the mountain fortress of Alamut and converted it into their headquarters. Already a string of violent murders can be traced back to Hassan's devoted and fearless disciples. These hashish smokers are harmless. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Oh god! Huge battle going on here, and we are not there yet. But there you go. We destroyed him. I don't think they're ever going to come back from this. This is just, they're getting pummeled. Oh, we got a Sunni revolt up in the north. I can take care of this, and I shall. But first, many years of my life have been spent dedicated to Lucifer's own, performing missions and tasks in the interest of the Order and its High Priestess. Today, all that effort has been rewarded, as I have become the new High Priestess. My fellows now look to me for leadership and guidance. And leadership and guidance I shall provide. Oh boy. We are now the leader. Unluckily, we don't have any more children, otherwise I could absorb some life force. Maybe I should remarry? I'm not actually certain on that, because I do want to live longer, maybe? And here we go. The Zinai is ours. And of course, that, you know, makes it so that we have even more prestige. I'm going to usurp this title. Thank you very much. Hand it over to maybe a commander. I like handing over titles to commanders like Andre. Of course, he's of the wrong religion as of right now, but I'm certain that we can change this. At least in the peacetime, we will be able to change it. Let's beat up the rebellion, and then we actually have a very stable, a very strong realm. There we go. Get him out of here. And now why don't you convert to the right religion? The French Jewish Empire shall live, and it shall never fall. How are the Abbasids doing? Did they take Navarra? I don't think they did. Oh, but they're defending. They may actually lose. They're... What is any of... Oh my god, what happened here? What happened here? So I assume that he had an independence war or something, but... where's the capital? Oh, what? Wait, what? No, it's in Mallorca. Right, okay. You know what? I'm not gonna ask any more questions about that. It is a very odd world that we live in, but look at what we have achieved. Oh, I'm super happy. And honestly, maybe I'm gonna play here until we get the piety where I can actually build the third temple. The assassins scatter already. With the fall of their last fortress, the Ashashin, the notorious assassin order, has been scattered to the winds. The few remaining members of the order have gone into hiding, biding their time in the vain hope that they will one day be able to resume their work. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. I don't think that's happening. Now, we're almost there, as you can see. We almost have enough piety and money to create the third temple. This would be super quick. Oh, I would love it. And by the way, I'm going to keep my county actually here, or my capital actually in Ascalon. I think that is kind of fair. There are those in your realm who worship other gods. For example, it is known to you that Shuya openly follows the Zikri faith. You sometimes wonder what Adonai would think of your association with these people. You know what? Their heathen delusions do not interest me in the least. Get out of here. And there is also a crusade in the cards. So there is a crusade in the cards here as well, because the crusade time, I think, reset at 1088. I don't know what they're going to go for next, but if we build the third temple, we will also get access to Holy Wars, if I'm not mistaken, right? That gives you access to Great Holy Wars? Oh yeah, the Kohen Gadol. If I build the third temple, we will be able to also have a Grand Holy War. We're going to make this world absolutely insane. By virtue of insane Queen Blanche, the Apostle. Look at you, how are you growing up? You're going for diplomacy for some reason. Well, Duchess Mafalda, I hope that you will succeed. What else can I say? And here we go. Look at this. Build the third temple. I cannot believe that we did this in, what, 12 years? When I started recording it? Oh, what? Okay, before we do this, what the hell is this? Oh my god. There's so many very disgusting things going on here. I don't even know what the Mongols are doing. They're just fighting a million rebellions for some reason. Oh, they took a huge chunk of Persia there. I like the... Honestly, I love the Iberia business. If I had a choice, my next character should be in Iberia, because there's a lot of interesting things that we could do with that. Britannia, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, look at Bohemia. Oh, actually in control of Bohemia. Remember when Bohemia was just this province? And now they're in control of all of this? How did that happen? What happened to the Ludolfinger? Oh, they're just gone. The Ludolfinger dynasty is literally just gone, and Franconia is dissolved. Bohemia took back what they deserved, I suppose. Well, either way, now's the time to build the third temple. Construction of the third temple will begin immediately on Temple Mount overlooking Jerusalem. The design of the new temple is greater in scope than even King Solomon's fabled first temple. The architects estimate that the construction will take roughly 4 years. When it is finished, it will truly be a sight to see. Our people need but wait a little longer. So in 4 years, all of this will become reality. Duchess Mafalda. I hate ya. I hate you. Okay, so we need to... I don't have a proper heir. I need an heir. Otherwise, Israel will just literally be gone. How do I get an heir? Alright, you know what? Those are the mysteries. Shouldn't I... Why can't I unholy impregnate myself? Why can't I do it on me? Is it because I'm too old? Probably. Possibly. Ah, that sucks so bad. You know what? I have been attempting to abduct Angela this entire time. And while it is really nice that they're offering me here in this Grand Summoning, so Grand Summoning again, you know, just the generic event, they're offering me to update my education trait to Elusive Shadow, but honestly, Angela, you're gone. You killed my daughter, and now you are gone. Though my last act of worship has been some time ago, I can still sense an inhuman touch upon my soul. Whenever I think about what I did, I have become a changed woman. I am very sad. I am super sad. I need to marry someone. Like, Damn. Should this line already be dead? Dead in the water? The corruption crept up on me so slowly, I did not realize what was happening to me before it was too late. At first I thought the lines and blotches on my face were a temporary consequence of too many nightly adventures and too little sleep. Now I barely recognize myself in the mirror. I am ugly. God damn it. And right here ends today's episode. Whether there is a solution for this is something that is, you know, a problem for me tomorrow. Don't have to think about it right now. I want to thank the members of the channel that are making all of this possible, namely the Barons Aaron, Stefan, the Richest, Now, Emma, Mela, Thomas, Lachlan, and Mitchell. Then, of course, also the Count, Shift, X on the Naughty and Wombat. And last but not least, the absolutely gorgeous Duke, Suspicious Duck, Benedict, Nathan, Knight of Squires, Kenneth, Alexo, Roboman, My Dad Left Me at Arby's, and Eric and Aiden. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I will see you next time. Later, alligator.